It's the semi-final of the French Open, and we've got the two guys we were hoping for. Novak Djokovic on his quest for 23, and Carlos Alcaraz looking for his first Roland Garros title. This is the preview. Let's go through it. And we can see them both here in this lovely graphic. We've got Carlitos on the left and we've got Novak Djokovic on the right. And it says here, who wins? Look at this. Beautiful graphic going all the way down here to show them there on the court sliding around. And we go across to Gil Gross to start us off, and he's saying Alcaraz Djokovic on the semi-final on Friday is among the most highly anticipated matches I can ever remember. Historical weight of a 23rd major, scarcity of not having seen the matchup in over a year, intersection of generations, winner of the last two majors. It's got it all. It really does. And Jose Morgado, he's echoing the same. There's a lot of anticipation saying on Friday in Paris, it's happening. Carlos Alcaraz, the number one, a 12-match winning streak at the Grand Slam level. Last loss to Sinner in Wimbledon 2022. He'll be up against the number 3 seed, Novak Djokovic, with a 19-match winning streak at Grand Slam level. His last loss was versus Nadal at Roland Garros last year. And what an exciting matchup. Let's go through Novak Djokovic first, because he did get through his quarterfinal matchup against Karen Khachanov. And it was the 22-time Grand Slam champion, now 2 wins away from 23 majors. It was 4-6, 7-6, 6-2, 6-4 to reach the semi-finals, and his 19th consecutive win, as we saw there. And it wasn't as simple as maybe it looks in the scoreline. The first set, Djokovic wasn't really at the races. The backhand wasn't firing at all. It was completely error-ridden. And Khachanov, credit to him, he's come on leaps and bounds, been in the semi-finals of the last 2 slams, got to a quarterfinal here, been in the quarterfinals at Wimbledon last time he played it. He's becoming a real threat at the slams and becoming more consistent. But we know what Djokovic is all about. He rode the storm, he got into that second set and managed to keep hold of his serve all the way up to the end, and then things started to click on the serve. And he started to play a lot better once the serve was firing. And this is something I picked up on, so I've put out a tweet for it as well. As shown today against Khachanov, when Djokovic's serve is popping, it's a totally different experience for his opponent. He was down a set, he was 4-all in the second set, and from here, he won 35 out of the next 36 points on his serve to get the scoreline from down a set to then winning the tie-break as well to love, then 6-2 winning the next set, and then 2-1 in the fourth. So he went all the way from a set down to then being a 2-1 lead with a break as well. Quite remarkable. I think it's an absolutely fantastic statistic. And this one as well, the third set statistic for Djokovic. Look at this. I mean, 19 winners, only 1 unforced error from him. Everything was clicking in that third set. And Khachanov, you could see him gradually trying to work out where he was going wrong. And there wasn't really anywhere he was going wrong. It was just Djokovic was improving as the match went on. And there was nothing Khachanov could do about it. That was the problem. Another statistic for the day. Novak Djokovic's drop shots, 43 drop shots. Stat of the day. Highest number of drop shots. I mean, Khachanov was being given the runaround, it has to be said. He had quite a few drop shots of his own that Djokovic struggled to deal with in the first set. But he's at that age now where the engine takes a little bit longer to get running. And once it is running, well, he was off and running. Let's put it that way. He looked fantastic by the end, and it was a comfortable victory in 4 sets. And we have Gil Gross here confirming Djokovic's last 15 matches after losing the first set of majors, 13 wins and 2 losses. So an impressive statistic showing that Djokovic, the first set doesn't really mean a lot. And he can still come back. And he can still come back even if he was 2 sets down as well, depending on the opponent, I would say. And it is his 12th French Open semi-final as well. I mean, he's racking up semi-finals. It's quite incredible. 12 French Open semi-finals. And he's now up to 45 Grand Slam semi-finals as well. He's only one behind the big man, Roger Federer. And you have to think, with the slams that are coming up, Wimbledon on the horizon, that one may be leveled very, very soon. This is what he had to say about his opponent in the semi-final. He's talking about Alcaraz, saying he carries himself very well. A nice guy. Brings a lot of intensity to the court. Reminds me of someone from his country. Who could that be? We played only once. 7-6 in the third for him. If it comes to it, that would be the biggest challenge. He is the guy to beat. Most definitely, he is the guy to beat. It's going to be a very, very tough match. And Djokovic, under no illusions, he's played him once. He saw it was tough. It can only be tougher this time round. This is Djokovic's route to the semi-final. He played Kovacevic there in the first round, straight sets win. Fucsovics, straight sets win. Fokina, tough one, but a straight sets win. Varillas, pretty easy that one, I think. Straight sets. And then Khachanov, he's dropped his first set of the tournament, but Khachanov playing pretty well, and Djokovic wasn't playing well at all. It took him a while to get going in that match, but then eventually got it done in 4. And let's move over to his opponent, Carlos Alcaraz, the world number 1, the number 1 seed, the favourite for Roland Garros. And as Jose Morgado said, a 12-match winning streak at the Grand Slam level. This is something he will not want to lose, and he will want this first French Open title, that's for sure. And he did come through against the person he seems to just do so well against, Stefanos Tsitsipas. He's come out and he's even said his game just suits mine, and I like playing him, and it's almost easy for him to beat Tsitsipas. I mean, he doesn't want to say that, but it pretty much is, and that's what he showed in the first 2 sets of this match, and even the first half of the third set. He was 6-2, 6-1, and he was 5-2 up in this final set. And then it was clawed back a little bit by Tsitsipas. So 3 match points went, and then it went all the way to a tie break. But that's when he sort of took over again. He recomposed himself and got the job done. 7-5 in the tie break. Steph did still save 2 more match points there. So not bad effort from Steph to try and come back at the end, but too little, too late. And I'm sure everyone would agree with that. And it's his second career Grand Slam semi-final. An incredible performance. 35 winners, 20 unforced errors. This one's sort of about Tsitsipas, but also about him playing Alcaraz. Tsitsipas has gotten further away from beating Alcaraz each time they've played now. Steph's total points won percentage by match. And we're looking at the US Open in 2021, 51.2%. Miami in 22, 45.3%. Barcelona in 22, 44.7%. Barcelona 23, 41.6%. And now Roland Garros 2023, 40% only. It's getting less and less. I'm going to look more on the other side of this. I don't think this is Tsitsipas getting worse. I feel that this is just Alcaraz getting better and better and better. And what's it going to be next time? Steph needs to make some changes. I know he came out and he said maybe I should stop having naps or something before I go out and play a match. Well, I don't think you should be doing that anyway, really. Get your head in the game. I don't think Carlos would be doing that. He'll probably be sprinting up and down a corridor somewhere or doing some warm-ups and be fully focused on the match that is coming up. But everyone deals with it in their own ways. And here's a funny little graphic of what Carlitos has been doing to poor old Stefanos. But yeah, that's a funny little meme that was posted. This one from Alcaraz himself. He said apparently to Kolecha that until 5-2 in the third set was probably the best match of his entire career. And that is a big statement from somebody who has played so many great matches. And maybe it's a word of warning to Novak Djokovic that he is playing the best tennis of his career in this tournament. and in the match before he's about to play the 22-time Slam champion. He had this to say on Novak Djokovic. He said, "Everyone wants to watch this match. I really want to play this match. If you want to be the best, you'll have to beat the best." He's one of the best players in the world. It's going to be a tough challenge, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, and he is uber confident on the court, so I don't think there's going to be any nerves on his side. He'll just come on court and just try and take the game to Novak Djokovic. This is his route through to the semi-finals, and it started off with Cobolli, the Italian. That was straight sets. He dropped a set against Taro Daniel that went through in 4. Shapovalov, it was a tough second set, but he came through that one. It was a straight sets win in the end. Lorenzo Musetti looked unplayable, and it was a straight sets win again, and it was the same performance. I mean, Musetti and Tsitsipas both playing well, and he's dispatched them both with relative ease. Worrying times for Novak Djokovic fans, that's for sure. Which way is this semi-final gonna go? And it brings me back to the main page. Who wins, Carlos Alcaraz or Novak Djokovic? That is the big problem that is stuck in my mind. And I obviously have Djokovic picked as my winner of the tournament pre-tournament. And there was part of me thinking that Carlos Alcaraz was going to potentially be, I don't know, not quite as amazing as he's been. So it's really putting the pressure on me to back up my prediction pre-tournament. My word, I'm scared for how this match could go. There's part of me feels like this could be an absolute thriller. And there's another side of me that feels that this could be an absolute, I don't know, whitewash or something. I don't know. I'm going to stick with my initial thoughts coming into this tournament. And I'm going to stick with Novak Djokovic in 5 sets. But the thing that I think is super important in this matchup, and listen to me now, Novak Djokovic, he won't be able to come back from 2 sets to love down, I don't think, against Carlos Alcaraz. That's the one fear I have. He has to take one of the first 2 sets. And I feel like he's going to take probably the second set. I feel like he might lose the first set. He'll win the second set in a close second set. And I think that he'll win the third set as well. Carlos wins the 4th, and then Djokovic just turns it on in the 5th with some good serving, some clutch play, and gets to the Roland Garros final. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I'm excited to hear everybody's predictions, so please put your score lines in that comment section. I want to hear if you disagree with me. I'm sure there's tons of people that do. Or if you agree with me and you think that Djokovic is going to be able to do it, and what scoreline do you think it's going to be? Oh my word, I'm so excited. I don't know if you can tell. I can't wait until Friday. Make sure you join us for the match. It is going to be a special one. Make sure you've hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and join us for the match. It cannot be missed.